Hey guys, thanks for joining us today for the video. Today's discussion with these two gentlemen is going to be about how to help customers understand when to start budgeting at the 8-year mark for their air conditioner. This becomes very important because when we have unplanned events that happen in our lives, they can be extremely detrimental. They'll hit us out of nowhere and they can be very costly. As we know, air conditioners are expensive. I have a similar situation at my home. Seth and Matt both know. My drain field went bad, and my septic also needs to be replaced at the same time. So it's a 6 to 8 week wait time on those for permitting and such. Not only that, it's over $12,000. And no matter how prepared you think you are for that, if someone was telling me the year before and the year before that, and I was a little bit more prepared, I probably would have been in a slightly better place. There are some weird advantages though. I don't have to do laundry anymore. Get to drive it over to my mother's house. 40 years old. I have my mom doing my laundry, so that's a lot of fun. But in general, we do want to prepare people because their mom can't provide them air conditioning in a typical situation. So let's make sure we listen here and figure out how we can best communicate to our customers.
Absolutely. I mean, Jeff, it's just, I guess, bringing that up with the drain field to really prepare the customer.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times that I've dealt with customers dealing with a big or a large purchase, and they made the comment like, hey, I'm waiting on my tax return or whatever it is. So, when we bring this up about, somewhere at the 8-year mark of trying to prepare our customers, yeah, is really an act of compassion towards them, because as Jeff said, I mean, wouldn't it have been nice had you kind of known about this? I know for our home, we planned for painting the house or doing things like that. This is a major purchase. So somewhere around the 8-year mark, we really need to just say, hey, look, it is aging. There's some things going on with it.
Why the 8-year mark?
Well, okay, 8 years. Don't laugh, but it's kind of like dog years. Your air conditioner is working full time. Okay. Yeah. And, at the 8-year mark, it's like it's 56 years of age. I mean, I don't know about you, but, when I'm 56, life is going to change. I'm going to probably do things differently.
Heck, Billy's in his 50s, and we couldn't even get him here today.
I know. So, yeah, I mean, you figure a unit that is, 10 years old is like a 70-year-old working full time. I mean, it's a lot of stress and strain. So it's going to go at some point. So most people would like to prepare for that.
Yeah, I mean, at 65, that's the average age of retirement. Yeah. Billy's here on and off, and that's really another step of life, and you need to start opening up communication to talk about that with your customer, because I can't tell you how many customers I've been to. You say, hey, your air conditioner's 8 years old, and they're almost shocked, or they're thinking, oh no, it's still brand new, or it's only a couple years old, where they're not even in the mindset of, hey, I need to shift my mindset to possibly replace in the next 2 to 4 years. They're thinking, hey, it's still early in its lifespan. So it's important to set those expectations to the customer, open up communication to talk about what's actually going on.
Yeah, that's absolutely. An important part too, is that it's very easy to become informational and just be throwing information and facts and data at customers. And we don't really want to do that. We want to open a dialogue. We want to have a conversation. And an important part of any conversation, as anyone who's married out there knows, is it's asking questions and listening. That's what makes a conversation. And so we want to be careful as we're dealing with these things that we don't just throw information, but that we engage them, we connect with them, we ask questions. One of those questions that we can ask is, it's a simple one. It's like, what made you replace your equipment last time? Or what did you do when you replaced your equipment last time?
Yeah, that can be a hard-hitting question, because some customers remember it like yesterday. Yeah, I've had customers who've had compressors short out in the middle of summertime, and it's almost like they have PTSD from the experience because
Well, it's a bad experience.
it's a bad experience
Yeah.
because there's no temp solution at that time, or that company didn't give them one. Unlike us, where sometimes we can get a new condenser in there just to keep them cooling, in the meantime till the day of the install. But they were down without air, and because it was summertime, they couldn't get the install the very next day.
Yeah.
So it was a very uncomfortable situation for them, and now they know. They told me they will never wait again.
Yeah, they've learned a valuable lesson, Seth. I remember on the field, I've had some customers where I went out to their home and I've asked some questions, Jeffrey, like you're talking about, and they're like, "This is new to me. I've never had to replace an air conditioner." And that's, to your point, Jeff. That's the time to kind of just stop and say, "Well, let me share with you what that kind of looks like."
Or can I share with you?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah, that's important. Make sure we ask permission. We're in someone's home. We want to be careful that if we try to talk about something, that they're ready to hear that.
Because sometimes life goes on.
Mm-hmm.
They could be dealing with medical issues or just have work stress where they don't need to be hearing about a new air conditioner right now. And it's important that we put it on the invoice so it's documented so they can look back at it. But they might not want to hear that, be with that technician just hearing them talk about the importance of replacing at that time.
Absolutely, Seth. I mean, I would say, in all of this, there's things that we need to communicate. However, the big thing is this: you must connect with that customer. You must be a human being, and you need to talk and address that family. Look them in the eye and feel their pain, and they're going to see that. They're going to sense that. But that is the number one thing. And especially reflecting our values, we have compassion towards people, but to just connect is the thing that we must do. So
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And guys, when we set expectations with our customers about what's actually going on, you have a great tool. If you can't bring the customer out there, which that should be your number one, is have that unit running. If it's noisy and it's getting noisier every year, bring them out there so they can hear it. Engage their ears so they can hear what's going on, and show them rust, corrosion of the hurricane straps or that accumulator that's rusting out, or take them out to wherever the air handler is in the garage or in their closet and show them the rust and corrosion that is forming on the evaporator, and build value in yourself too of, hey, Mrs. Smith, this is the condition of your evaporator. I want to bring that to your attention. But this is what I did afterwards of the maintenance that we just did, and now it's nice and painted. But you guys also have a great tool in your phone. So if you have a customer who's unable to travel out to the yard to see what's going on, document it with your phone. Show them a before and after picture, and even include that in Service Titan right now is where you can have multiple photos living within the customer account. And so that really will open up the customer's eyes into seeing what's going on, how that air conditioner has aged in the 8 years, because honestly most customers don't pay attention after it's been installed.
Seth, it's I'm glad you brought that up, because pictures or bringing somebody out there really validates the information that technician is trying to share and communicate to that customer. So validation is just builds upon trust, and where they feel comfortable with you. But yeah, just recapping, I guess, on this conversation is to, the 8-year mark is the time where we are trying to communicate to our customers that, hey, it's aging, it's coming, you need to start preparing for it. Right. Some people may not, but at least we're going to try to give them fair warning. And then again, guys, the main thing is this: just connect with the customer. Connect, Absolutely. Be a human. Mm-hmm. Treat them like they're your neighbor, like a brother, whatever it might be. So,
all right, guys, thanks for joining in, and we hope you have a great day.